Greetings everyone, my name is Dr. Jason Freeman. I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you a tenured professor's take on the impact of ChatGPT on the college classroom. Now at any point, feel free to click the notification bell or subscribe to my channel to get more content. So without further ado, let's begin. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot that was developed by the lab OpenAI and launched on November 22nd, 2022. Now, ChatGPT has been fine-tuned using both supervised and reinforcement learning techniques to be able to now answer a wide range of questions on a large number of subjects. And so ChatGPT has gotten a lot of attention within academia in particular because basically it can write essays. And not only can it write essays, it can write essays that essentially professors like myself may have a hard time distinguishing from essays written by actual students. And so in this video, I want to just give my take on ChatGPT as a tenured professor who's been teaching for over a decade, and also kind of give my feelings for the actual real impact it will have on the college classroom going forward. So the first thing I think that it'll definitely force us as professors to innovate our teaching techniques and also to get rid of some things that probably should have been gotten rid of a long time ago. In particular, the whole idea of online multiple choice questions are going to go out of the door. So I actually have ChatGPT on my computer here, so my screen is being recorded. You'll be able to see it on your screen like now. And so basically, I'm going to go ahead and put some multiple choice questions from some old quizzes I don't really do anymore and kind of show you just how powerful this thing is. And so, I have this question. Let's see, which one do I want to do? I'm just do this one. This one's on, again, a quote from Karl Marx. And so here, I'm just going to kind of stick this in here. I'm just kind of cut and paste it here. And so I hit enter. And of course, Karl Marx is the answer. It's pretty good. And there are other questions. Let me go and get another one here. 1 second. So here I have a question. So according to blank, social stratification has beneficial consequences for the operation of society. So here's the David Moore thesis. So this is a question. I came up with some other options as well here. These are all, again, questions I came up with. I put it in here and the Davis Moore thesis. So again, over and over again, I did a wide variety of multiple choice questions, and it's able to get the answer. Now, it's pulling from a huge database, so it's not like it's just kind of coming out of thin air. It's pulling from sources all over the place. And so it's very difficult unless you're pulling maybe multiple choice questions from like the classroom. So last week in class, I did this, which you can't, do. Maybe students will know it, but computer won't. Maybe those questions will work, but for most of the type of multiple choice questions that professors will come up with, this is going to kind of kill that. So, so that's one thing that's going to go out, which I think is good. I don't use multiple choice questions in exams anymore. They don't really get at the learning objectives I want. And so if we can if this kills that, I think good riddance. Another big change I think that ChatGPT will make within the college classroom is that it's going to change the way we approach essays and research questions at the college level. So on your screen, or what I have here is, I went ahead and put a prompt for a paper that I've assigned in the past. I'm not doing it anymore, so that's why I'm not worried about putting the prompt on the screen and putting it in ChatGPT. So I'm just going to copy it and paste it into ChatGPT. Okay, and the entire prompt. I want to hit enter. It starts to write the paper. So I'm looking at it here. And so the things I'm asking for, it's actually giving me here. So I'm seeing it write the paper. And I've done this a couple of times. So sometimes it does a decent job, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm thinking a relentless student is going to be able to do this. And actually, at a certain point, they're going to have a decent paper if they do it enough times. Now, it's up to them to judge if the paper is good or not. But ultimately, this can generate a paper that is decent. Now, it's going to be the top A level paper of one of my best students. Probably not, because they're going to add a little bit more and be able to kind of do a little bit more than what this can do at this point. But at a certain point, this is going to give some decent, passable answers. So I'm looking at it here, and I'm not going to grade it here. But the idea is that the essay this provides is a decent essay. And so that's something that's going to be a bigger thing kind of going forward, that it will make us rethink how we do essays and kind of how we approach paper writing at the college level. And so this brings me to the third thing I think is going to change in regards to the college classroom. Now, one of the things that has happened in the past is that, people can kind of get stuck in the way that they teach in a certain way. If you've been teaching the same way for a couple of decades, you have to kind of keep doing it. And this, I think, really shook up kind of the way that we think about teaching. Technology changes, students are changing, the expectations of the work world is changing. And so the way that I am approaching teaching is really being affected by ChatGPT. Not necessarily that I am going to fundamentally change everything about my teaching, because I've gotten here based on things I've done in the past, but it really makes me put in perspective that I have to innovate and I have to change as the world is changing. So I teach a course where I teach students how to write an article that could be put in a sociology journal. And so what this does is make me think, well, I should pay attention to how these journals are altering and changing in response to things like ChatGPT. And so as I see journals adjust to the new technology, the kind of new ways that things are being done, I should change so that I prepare my students to deal with those changes as they go out into the world. So I guess the big thing is, at least for me and probably for other faculty as well, is that's made us really kind of rethink how we're doing certain things, and it makes us innovate. And so the thing with, we see throughout society, throughout kind of the working world, the corporate world, things like that, innovation, we have to innovate to push forward to survive. And so that's happening in academia. Those professors, those people who are innovating, with tenure, I'm tenure myself, so it's not like people are going to lose their jobs, but what it's going to do is, the students, the people, who are kind of making decisions in regards to things like grants and things like that, you may see, hopefully we'll see rewarded people who are innovating in their teaching and attracting students with these innovative techniques. And for those who aren't willing to innovate, those who aren't really making changes, hopefully that will bear out in things like course evaluations and things like that going forward. Now, if you found that video interesting and or informative, please like this video, subscribe to my channel. Also, please share this video. If you want to learn more about ChatGPT or its impact on the academic world, please leave questions about that in the comment section below. Thank you all for your time and have a wonderful rest of your day.